came from watching Mike Tyson a lot.
Yep, you guys see it. This is why you never talk trash. This is just simply why you never just bash a fighter's opponent. It's your boy, Mr. 926, a.k.a. Bushido the Dragon, a.k.a. the Black Mage, a.k.a. I can just do this all day, the two-time demonetized champion of the world.
I need y'all to get the likes up, man.
Check it out, man. Jaron Boots Ennis. He got an opponent. It's not Conor Ben. It's not Mean Machine, Igor Velasquez. It's not nobody we really want to see. But he's now going to be fighting David Avanesyan. Yeah, that's right. Jaron Boots Ennis will be going up against David Avanesyan. And yeah, I want to see the same criticism. The same criticism that Terence Crawford received from fighting the same David Avanesyan. David Avocado. David Amnesia. Whatever you guys want to call him, right? Because if my memory serves me correctly, when Terence Crawford fought David Avanesyan was coming off some wins. David Avanesyan was coming off some knockout wins. David Avanesyan was on a knockout tear prior to him getting in that ring with Terence Bud Crawford. But now that Jaron Boots Ennis is fighting him, it's all good. But back when Bud was fighting him, oh, he was a bum. He didn't deserve a fight. He didn't do it, blah, blah, yada, yada, yada. But now that Boots finds himself in the same situation, finding a short notice replacement, he went and chose the same guy. Now, me personally, I'm not going to bash Boots for fighting David Avanesyan per se, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to get on all the people who got on Bud Crawford for fighting David Avanesyan, right? Because it was a huge problem when Bud fought this guy. Huge. But now that Boots fighting him, oh, well, it's all good. Crickets, right? But I got this article here, right, from my good friend Chris Williams from Boxing News 24. Bonafide Crawford hater, but I get a kick out of his articles. And it says here, Jaron Boots in his first defense of his IBF welterweight title will be against David Avanesyan on July 13th. A fighter knocked out by Terence Crawford in his last fight 2 years ago in 2022. It says, can Ennis outshine Crawford? So now that's going to be the storyline of this fight. Could Jaron Boots Ennis get David Avanesyan out of there before Crawford did? Could he outperform Terence Crawford did 2 years ago, right? But it says here, one good thing that can come out of Boots, 31-0, 28 KOs, fighting the 35-year-old Avanesyan, 34-1 with 18 KOs, who some fans call Amnesia, is to see if he can knock him out quicker than Crawford did in his 6th-round KO in 2022 in Omaha, Nebraska. If Boots can blast out Avanesyan in lightning-quick fashion, the boxing public will realize that he's a better talent than the 36-year-old Crawford and will beat him if given the opportunity. This Chris Williams guy is hilarious, bro. He don't make it no secret, right? It's no secret that he's not the biggest Crawford fan. He is not a fan of Terence Bud Crawford in the slightest, and he has no shame about it. It's absolutely hilarious to me that these writers, these guys that got these articles and these writers, right, that people, boxing fans who may not be into the social media side of things, they like to just go on the internet and read articles. It's funny to me, right, that he could just come out here and just be blatantly biased towards Terence Crawford. Then he says, Avanesyan gave Crawford big problems in their fight 2 years ago, landing a lot of heavy shots to the head of him before welting in the 6th round. Cap, right? David Avanesyan may have hit Crawford a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? It's a fight, right? You're going to get hit. But big shots, landing heavy shots to the head, like get out of here, bro. This guy he really just don't, no matter what Terence Bud Crawford does, this guy is not going to get him praised. Boots Ennis could fight David Avanesyan first. He could have fought him first. Stopped him in the 6th round, right? Crawford could fight David Avanesyan second and stop him in even pressure fashion, and he'll still say Boots did the better job. That's just what we're dealing with here, right? And then He said fans who think Crawford is invincible due to his recent win over a weight-drained Errol Spence need to look at the problems Terence had against Avanesyan to put things in perspective. Avanesyan was putting hands on Crawford before getting stopped and showing that he's not as good as people think. Oh, man. He says Crawford was hit with some shots in that fight that would have knocked a truck over. Although Crawford took them, he didn't look good. He was lucky his chin held up because his head was snapping back each time Avanesyan connected. That might be the only thing the 26-year-old Ennis can gain from fighting an older, inactive fighter like Avanesyan next, rather than one of the top 5 level contenders. And it says, it's too bad that Boots, Ennis promoter Eddie, couldn't find a younger, better, and higher ranked contender to be used as the replacement opponent for him to fight on July 13th. Look, man, I'm not going to read everything in the article, but it's hilarious, though. Chris Williams, he makes it no secret, right? But Jaron Boots Ennis fighting David Avanesyan. Wow, I didn't see that coming, you guys, honestly. And respect to David Avanesyan, right? Because over here on this side of the internet on Bushido Boxing, we don't kick guys like Mean Machine or David Avanesyan or whoever this unpopular B-sided fighter may be. We give those guys respect over here. Why? Because some of these high-ranked A-level fighters don't want to go near some of these top-level guys that we want to see them fight against, right? So salute to the B-level guys or the guys that nobody heard of that's willing to step in the ring and fight anybody, right? Guys like David Avanesyan, who's coming off a 2-year layoff and a KO loss to Terence Crawford to fight Jaron Boots Ennis on short notice. Actually, I was hoping to see if Boots Ennis would just go ahead and take the Mean Machine fight. Mean Machine actually look like he's in shape and everything else. We don't know what kind of shape David Avanesyan is in. He could be in great shape right now, staying ready so he won't have to get ready. But whatever the case, man, I would like to see boxing fans, the boxing public, the boxing community, right? Because we put Jaron Boots Ennis on this pedestal. Like you know, we talk about Boots Ennis like he's done things that Crawford has done. But Crawford actually done these things, and Crawford still receives a lot of criticism. So I would like to see if Boots Ennis is going to receive this same criticism. Like I said before, me personally, I don't really knock Boots for this situation. However, I'm getting at boxer fans for not keeping that same energy. I would just like to see boxer fans keep the same energy. And, you know, we're going to go live tomorrow, and we're going to talk about this and everything else that's been going on leading up to that particular point. But, yeah, man, Jaron Boots Ennis' next opponent has been announced. David Avanesyan will be squaring off against Jaron Boots Ennis on July 13th. Tell me what you guys think. Will Jaron Boots Ennis outshine Terence Crawford against a common opponent? Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.